let's talk about some of the stuff that's happening off the field. That series is often touted in multiple documentaries, books, articles as one of the first visible markers of the changing in power in international cricket. In his book, War Minus the Shooting, Mike Marcuse had spoken about the changing face of international cricket, how that seed was planted in the 1996 World Cup. But if people have to really identify a turning point, and when I'm saying a turning point, I'm quoting the cricket writer Rahul Bhattacharya in his book Pundits from Pakistan, where he had said that the turning point, not as in turning point, the point at which the tide turns, but the point from where the tide can no longer turn. If people have to pinpoint that turning point, it would be that series, that test match, the incident with the match referee Mike Denness, Sachin, the subsequent bans in which you also included, and the subsequent unofficial test.
Yeah.
Would you agree with this reflection on it? With this has become such a historic season in that regard. Do you agree that that event, that series, that test match was the first marker of the growing importance of India and BCCI and international cricket?
I would tend to agree with that. Yes, with that statement for sure. Because earlier on, also you would have incidents like that. But I think you said Rahul mentioned it. There was no turning back from there onwards. We just built on that momentum and just went on and got stronger from that point onwards. Mm-hmm. Because in the past as well, you'll find incidents where, such incidents where things happened, but it did not take off, so to say. But this was a point from where it did take off. I think a lot did happen. It was always simmering before that. The world tale and everything coming into the picture and stuff like that. So that was always was simmering. But I think needed a big push, and I think that was the push when things changed. And and I got to give a lot of credit to BCC at that point in time, and president was Mr. Dalmia, and obviously Sourav. I think Sourav as a captain was phenomenal. He was like a proper leader. I still remember all six of us were called into the match referee Mike Denness's room, and he just told us, "Don't say a word. Let me handle this. I'll do it. I'll do all the talking." And he kind of represented all of us, and he was there, and we came back, and it is just unbelievable, that dressing room. All these guys, they were going through a lot, but there were youngsters like ourselves, as Dasi, myself, and a few of us. They kept us away from all that was happening. So we knew something's happening here, right? But they were like together, whether it's Anil, whether it's, Shri, whether it's Sachin, whether it's Rahul, they were all kind of together and sorting things out, speaking with BCCI, speaking with Mr. Dalmia, and all of that. And obviously at that point in time, Sunny sir and Ravi Bhai were also part of the broadcast crew there. They got involved. That was, I think, also one of the first times, it seems, again, from my point of view, where the Indian team was not just the 15 guys who were there playing. It was the management. It was the coach. John was the coach, the association, the board, BCCI, the media contingent as well. Not just the broadcasters, but even the Indian media, the traveling media. It was the first time it felt like, we are not alone. We are not just 15 of us left on our things, So it was like the whole team together, coming together and fighting this together. And that was phenomenal. And the seniors and the management were brilliant. They just kept us away from all that was happening to a great extent.
So many instances of leadership there. Sourav Ganguly, of course, I think I grew up watching Sourav Ganguly, and probably the first most fearless out there Indian captain who taught the team to give it back and change the face, or change the whole mindset of the Indian cricket team. You've, of course, mentioned how before the tour of Australia, there was a meeting about how we want to play. But then Sourav Ganguly actually went there in Gaba and played that innings of 144, which is, I think, personally, I think one of the best innings played by an Indian captain at the GABA or when
Quite
anyone does.
possibly.
Yeah, quite possibly. And then I even remember Ravi Shastri going up in the press conference where Mike Denness didn't say a word. And he just got up and said, "We know what Mike Denness looks like, so why is he here?" It was like everyone was standing up and the leaders really took that brunt. It was fantastic.